I'm slow. You know, you build, I don't know, 4 or 5 vans. I built a whole tiny house and I can't put a friggin' deck system in. It's gonna be a fun video today. Check this out. I am now a decked ambassador, which is super exciting because I've wanted one of these since I even had my Gladiator way back when. Actually, even before I bought my Jeep Gladiator, I wanted a deck to draw system because I felt that it was the best out there. Now, if you guys remember my Jeep, I'll throw up maybe an image or a video of the Jeep right now. I made my own draw system because I had a rooftop tent in the whole 9 yards. I got rid of that Jeep because of that. I realized it wasn't right for me. Made that mistake once, I'm not gonna make it again. So now I have the Ranger Raptor, which if you guys follow me, you guys would know this long enough. I actually have Shane. He's not gonna here to help me. He might actually. If I need help, he's gonna help me. But he's actually gonna be working on his bus over here in the back. We get some other stuff. We got his dog Huck that's gonna run away from us right now. Glacier and Huck kind of got into it a little bit, so we're kind of keeping them apart for now. But we're gonna ease them up into loving each other here soon enough. So I've actually haven't even looked over this yet, and this is going to be fun. I have watched somewhat videos on how to put these in, but I'm going into this blind. And if you guys know me on my channel, you guys know that I like doing things like improv, right? I just go, I just do it, I just try. There is no scripts, there is no storyboarding, there is no this is real and raw, and as real and raw as you're gonna get. Like, we're gonna go figure this out. We got all this stuff here. It also got delivered, thank you again to Decked, because they hooked it up and we love them for that. Again, I've been wanting them freaking forever, and what better than this? I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I got so excited because they sent the drawers too, like I know I can't say that word, but like the things that go inside. It's just cool. It's just cool. I can't wait to play with it all. I'm gonna have so much fun. Oh my God, here we go. Well, it's not that hard actually to do. I'm slow. You know, you build, I don't know, 4 or 5 vans. I built a whole tiny house and I can't put a friggin' deck system in. No, it's fine. It was just going together. Like, there's a lot of like fine tuning things, a lot of, you know, my camera died on the time lapse, so I didn't get some of the things coming, you know, putting together, but Shane and I actually put it down on the ground, and we put the backer piece on, and we put this bar, this like torsion bar in, and then we lifted it up in, and then yeah, and then I put these side pieces on. I put the top piece on. You know, it's just, you got to follow the instructions because they've obviously been doing this for years, and I think it's just important to follow the instructions, exactly what they say. If I was smart, I probably would watch a YouTube video on how it's actually done, and I'm sure Decked has a YouTube channel. So probably best to watch the damn thing, unlike what this guy just did. But anyways, I can't wait to actually finish the drawer tomorrow. I got to go home and feed the beast. That's Glacier, everybody. So let's finish this up either tomorrow or the next day. Day 2 has begun, starting on it. Not happy about it. I should have got this all done on day 1. But check this out. I am going to be time-lapsing it with obviously the other camera here, but check this out. Ready? I needed to charge my batteries, and I don't want to like go far away and find an outlet and plug it in and all that stuff and get all of it. I had this little battery pack with me in my bag. Boom. And now I'm just able to charge it up in the little compartment of my bag. All right, let's get this going. Day 2. As I start building the drawer of the deck system, I wanted to just tell you guys that one of the major reasons I wanted to go with Decked was because there's no drilling whatsoever in this
truck bed at all. The thing that I put in the back of the Jeep, I actually did have to drill that down to counterweight any balance issues. Decked did their homework, and what they offer you is some sort of like hooking into your existing tie downs that actually use a wrench and it screws it all together. What's nice about all of this, it does not void any warranties. Not that if drilling into your truck bed is going to void a warranty, but you're not going to worry about that. So you use the existing tie downs. And I wish I showed more of this. It's just that I was kind of like trying to get the deck system in, and it's kind of hard to put a camera where that is. But there's 4 points, 4 corners, and that's why it's actually important to let deck know exactly what make, year, model of your truck that you have, because they know exactly where those tie down points are.
Getting too old for this. Guess that's why I have a big draw system in the back now. All right, so I gotta see how I'm gonna arrange all of this, but the camera, the time-lapse camera, cut out at the exact moment that Mike came over and gave me a hand lifting the drawer up. Probably could have done it myself, but I also didn't want to like throw out my back. As old as I sound saying that, I did not want to hurt myself. Because I'm a decked ambassador now, they sent me pretty much everything that anybody could ever ask for. So I'm going to put these into down here, I believe they go into each one of these little bins. And then I'm an idiot because I'm a decked ambassador. Of course, they sent me 2 extra D-rings, which I only put 4 in. And they sent me the locking kit, which I'm an idiot because I haven't put in yet. So we're going to have to figure that out and how I'm going to put that in. I have no idea how to install this locking mechanism kit. But we're going to figure it out, and hopefully we're going to get this in soon. Let's show a little bit of clips of the thing, the monstrosity that I built in the back of my Jeep Gladiator, which just didn't make sense to me. And I'm actually going to cut in and review me on why I prefer the deck draw system over what I built inside of the back of my Gladiator.
Okay, so I see that I'm opening up my tent here. Rooftop tent, you know, I don't know if I'm going to go with another one, especially on the Ranger Raptor, but we will see. You just saw me pump up that's how much weight is in the back of this thing. And this is one of the reasons, if not the biggest reason, why I'm not going to have some sort of monstrosity in the back of the Ranger Raptor. Like this thing, look at this thing. I mean, I've got my own power system on the back right there. Do you see that? It opens up. Yes, there's some storage in there. That thing slid open to reveal a kitchen. I've got a fridge that was built in. This is inside the tent. Yeah, it's cozy. I probably should have done my research on rooftop tents a little bit better. I'm not poo-pooing. Yeah, I am gonna poo-pooing all over that company in particular, but I'm not gonna say their name. This was their attempt at their first hard shell or aluminum tent, hard shell tent or whatever. The welds on it weren't the greatest. I just wish I did my homework a little bit better on rooftop tents. This secondary part is the sliding, you know, seat area. You're about to see me get into it here in a minute. I put a lagoon mount on there. Why would I do such I don't know. Guys, listen. What I think the best idea for someone to do is to just get like a Kelty chair. I think I'm saying that name correctly. Where and just have that outside and camp like a normal human. I didn't need to build some sort of like camping chair that slides out. I just wanted extra storage, which you guys just saw there. Like, yeah, I had storage in here that was, you know, ability to keep, like, I'm about to pull out my Guzzle H2O here in a second, which again is just a filter system for whatever reason to like pull water from a stream or a lake or something, and it filters it out to clean water. Do I need to do all? No, I don't. And this is why I feel like a built-in deck system is way better. I have all the storage. I can now pack everything up the way that it should be. I can unpack it when I get to camp, and I'd be very comfortable and cozy. There's me sitting. I'm at a loss for words. Everything here was built out of 80/20 aluminum. So I was trying to keep it obviously rust-free. I used a marine sealant on all this bamboo ply and bamboo veneer. Again, this is probably why it was as heavy as it is. Extruded aluminum is a lot heavier than most of the products out there. I wanted to do cold camping, so I did have a diesel heater, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted power into the rig, because I had you know, a portable diesel heater that I wanted to use when I was cold camping. There are way better products on the market now, and I will be kind of actually, stay tuned, be making my own kind of all-in-one diesel heater. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try it and see if it works, and if it doesn't, we'll kind of go on to the next thing. We'll see what happens. Okay, everybody. This is kind of just going to be a quick little overview of kind of like, will I do that again? What is the best use case, right? Like I talk a lot about that on my channel, where I talk a lot about like the functionality of you know, a van or a small space, or in this case an overlanding rig. And there's a lot of people on the internet that are guinea pigs that have tried something out, but like these is just kind of like my take on everything. I thought it was going to be a great idea for me to build out this, you know, contraption in the back of my Jeep Gladiator. I haven't had a daily driver or vehicle in years before that Jeep Gladiator. I was living from van to van. So when I got this Jeep Gladiator, I was like, oh, I'm gonna build this cool overlanding rig and I'm gonna be able to go camping in it. Years later, I'm now like, okay, I've gone to plenty of overlanding shows. I've been part of the van life community now and small space design for almost a decade at this point. In my opinion, obviously I have to kind of disclaimer that, but in my opinion, when it comes to overlanding, not so much van building, but overlanding, definitely leave it to the professionals. Again, I went with decked because I felt that they were the best for my suited needs, whereas there were other companies and products out there that were more geared towards the camping or the overlanding aspect of a build inside of a back of a truck or back of an SUV. Decked was all like a hard plastic, or they call it it has a name. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna butcher the name of it, but it's like a polyurethane or something like that. I'm gonna say it incorrectly. This monstrosity, this Jeep I loved it. It was amazing, but I destroyed the essence of the Jeep by building something inside of it the way that I did. Should not have done it that way. Plain and simple. I'm willing to admit that, everybody. Kind of like when I built my tiny house and I put it up on the land, like you kind of have to go through the motions to see if you truly are meant to be living that way or having a certain thing or whatever that is. I thought that the way to live my life was out into the wilderness and be secluded from everybody. And it turned out for me, it wasn't the best thing for me on a mental standpoint. So I ended up getting rid of all of those things. Lesson learned, the tiny house, if I ever do one again, it's going to be a vacation home. Lesson learned with this. If I ever got another pickup truck or a mid-sized truck that I wanted to use as an overlanding rig, I would do things differently. So that's kind of why I am doing things differently this time. When I make my camping rig, it's going to be specific to my needs, but a lot of people are going to probably pick up some things that I have learned along the way. I know some people will buy Jeeps for overlanding, but realistically, how much are you really going to overland with it? So you have, like I said that earlier in this video, you have to ask yourself that question. But a lot of my travel is going to be going to a place and actually putting myself up in a bigger space, like a getaway house. I'm just using that as an example, or you know, Airbnb container home or tiny house, or I'll be borrowing another rig from another company to review it. Whatever it is, that is what my travel is about. So having a camping rig where I can go out with friends, family, or myself, or take Glacier out to the beach or whatever it is, that's the reason why the deck system for me was the best thing for me, and why the monstrosity here in the back was just absolutely horrendous. What's really cool about these is they open up like so, and I can also take them out like so. Now again, I gotta see how I'm gonna configure these. I'm gonna work them, and I can pack it with like camping gear. I can pack it with construction gear or building stuff or tools. What I do to the rest of this is still kind of up in the air. I really don't know. I know that I just did I just worked with another company that hopefully I'm going to do more stuff with, but they did scans of my truck because they want to do bumpers on the Ranger Raptor, and they want to do, and they actually have what they're calling a canopy. Which if you watch my videos, you guys would know that I did a video at SEMA with them. And I don't know, maybe I go with a canopy. Maybe you guys can comment below and let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to listen to you, but why not? I would love to hear opinions, ideas, thoughts, concerns. I actually might do a tent
thingamajiggy here in the back. I think it's called like a TotalBoat tent. I forget what they're called. I'll find an image of it. But you can actually kind of make a tent. If you put your tailgate down, you can actually make a tent out of the canopy, hard shell canopy, and this can be your sleeping quarters in the back. So I'm thinking I actually might do something like that. So why was the decked system perfect for that? Now, you guys might be like, dude, it's a short bed. Well, then you're gonna have to come up with some sort of, you know, footrest thingamajiggy here to make, like, I have a HEST mattress that I can throw on the back. So there's a million ways to do this. There's another option that I might do a Super Pacific that is an integrated tent, and I can actually stand on the inside of this, or Lone Peak. I don't know, maybe that's an option. There's another option to do a canopy or just a roof rack, and I have a rooftop tent over the top of it. Stay tuned for much more happening in the channel, because I'm going to be touring some more stuff and actually a little bit more into why I'm getting into more building and construction. You guys are going to see that a lot more. Oh crap. I never put that one all the way down, did I? I just found a screw that I haven't put down all the way. Well, it's a good thing I still have my hex in here. Alright, let's go fix that. Later!